By the way, I have like a chapter in my book. It's called Domestic Bliss. And it's about this time I tried to make lemon ricotta pancakes from scratch for my husband. And it is the most bird brain thing. It was the most fun writing it, trying to capture like the hairball nature, because I was supposed to like whip egg whites up, and I didn't have a mixer, so I had to do it by hand. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fun. Hour after hour, and finally the mountainous whips with mountains, peaks started to come, and it was so redeeming. But then I looked next on the recipe, and they're like, save the egg yolks. And I was like, God, I threw them away! No! I should have kept reading. I suck at this. God, damn it! And then, so I had to kill like 4 more eggs. And this time I was like, I'm not being a sucker. I'm saving the whites, because watch, that's coming next. And then they were like, pour the things into the flour. But then I read the next line, and it was like, incorporate all the eggs, not just the whites. And then it was done for, so then I had to chuck all that out. So I go back to the eggs, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out. I am not giving up. And then it's make 4 eggs, but out of a dozen, I had killed 8, so there's, you know, only a couple left. So then I started trying to like figure out a new ratio for all the measurements. And I did it really well, except for the flour. I put the same amount of flour as you would with 4 eggs. So the whole thing was like mortar.
This is so
wow. It was a nightmare. And I was like, I mean, literally, my hair was out to here. Everything was on fire. It looked like carnage everywhere with like spatulas and mixers and bowls and butter. And I mean, I looked like a chicken that had like had a firecracker put in the wrong place. I was like, ah! And then, but I didn't give up.
You didn't give up.
And I made them, and I put them in a pan. I was like, oh, just screw it. Let's just try this anyway. I know it's not perfect. And then the smell started to come up, and I was like, this is not bad, actually. It smells like pancakes. And I served them to him, and I looked and I waited, like, anticipate, like, his reaction, and he was like, they're good. And I was like, they are? So amazing. And then he had a couple more, and by the 4th one, they were just perfect. I was like, I'm going to serve him the 4th one from now on, because I'm really getting the hang of this. And then he stopped eating. He's like, what's in these pancakes? And I was like, lemon, ricotta, cottage cheese, or ricotta. I don't know why. And he was like, I'll be right back. Oh!
Yes.
And he ran upstairs and barfed.
Keep that recipe.
Keep that recipe.
Oh, yeah.
And so my chapter says, domestic bliss, fine. Domestic goddess, you are not.
And
you'll probably edit all that out.